Right, hello everyone, Ian here. How you doing today? Today I am of course back doing a bit more live streaming. I was actually hoping that I would be able to play with Bradley some more, but yeah, the moment I got back from my nan and granddad's, or just my granddad's for now, since my nan's dead, I was hoping I could play. You dare play. I was hoping I could play some more GTA with him, but he was busy, apparently, so annoyingly I couldn't. So yeah, let's just get into chills and react to that, I guess.
Doorbell cams are meant to see who is at your door, but every once in a while they can also show you who is after your life. Number 16. You may remember a while back on the channel, I analyzed this footage of a woman screaming for help outside a stranger's home, and it was caught on their doorbell camera. Well, since then, I came across an interview where Inside Edition found this woman, and we learned what actually happened that night. She woke up to her boyfriend of 8 months restraining her and trying to duct tape her mouth shut to do unspeakable actions. She was only able to escape when he was temporarily distracted, and she ran outside the home. She said she flagged down a car, but they just drove off, so she had no other choice but to try and get help from a nearby neighbor. This footage is absolutely one of the most terrifying videos I've seen, and now knowing that it was 100% real only makes it scarier. Truly a horrifying event.
And why was the boyfriend trying to do that exactly? What the flipping hell is his reason? Zero reason. I hate when people does this, and I hope he's in jail for it.
Number 15. Matt Bell accidentally manages to catch his neighbor's house on video as it goes up in flames. Watch about a minute in as a flaming piece of debris flutters across the street and lands in his hedges with a solid thud.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Soon his front yard is ablaze, and now Matt's house looks like it is about to go up next. It looks pretty bad for a while, until his neighbors run over with some garden hoses and work on putting out the flames. Meanwhile, all Matt can do is watch on his phone with terror as he rushes home.
Please put that out for me, please. I'm on my way home.
Your house on fire!
Yeah, I know. I'm on my way.
The authorities are ultimately able to contain the blaze and keep it from spreading to other residences. This video just goes to show how easily the fire could have spread. If that flaming chunk had landed on Matt's roof instead of the hedges, there would have been little that his neighbors could have done. Number 14. A woman leaves her car unlocked and loses some personal items, including a set of keys. A short time later, a man who she has never seen before comes to her front door and attempts to gain entry with her missing keys. Fortunately, none of the keys were the house key, and he quickly hurries off with nothing. This just goes to show how easily one incident can lead to another. If you ever experience anything like this, don't underestimate the persistence of those doing it. Sometimes the more clever ones will track you back to your house and try to do the same thing a second time.
Yet again, I hope that woman showed the police, and I hope he's in jail for attempted robbery.
13. This unnerving doorbell cam footage was taken somewhere in New Mexico. A random person walks up to a house in the middle of the night and just basically goes crazy without warning. They appear to have lost all sense of reason as they first yank on the doorbell cam and then start to scale the wall. It's unclear if they are really trying to gain access to the house itself or if they are just out of their minds and doing whatever spontaneously comes next. After a while, they come back into view and kind of wobble around. This next part sounds like they might have even fallen over, but I'm not exactly sure. Overall, the strange man seems more confused than necessarily looking to cause havoc, but I would still not want to encounter this potential maniac either way. Number 12. A woman approaches a home she does not live in and immediately tries the door without knocking. Notice her mouth open a little in surprise when she sees the doorbell cam. It looks like she is in big trouble and knows it. I have little doubt that this woman would have taken whatever she could if the door was unlocked because, according to the description, she apparently tried the door just 10 minutes after watching the owners leave. She's also wearing jogging clothes and appears to be trying her best to blend in. Most neighborhood residences probably wouldn't take a second look at her. Who knows how many times this routine has worked for her in the past. According to the description, this video has been sent to the authorities. So I really hope she gets caught, or at least comes up with a good explanation.
I hope she gets caught and arrested. I hope she does. That just shows that there are sick, nasty people out there. Even today, there are still sick, nasty people out there. Why? Why? We're only 4 minutes and 20 seconds in, 4:20, smoke weed, whatever. I don't care if that's a meme or not. But, yeah, I hope she gets caught. I hope all of these people get caught. I really hope they do. It's just sick, nasty people.
As to what she was doing here. Number 11. This man approaches a home, stands in place for 10 seconds without ringing or knocking, and then decides to rip the doorbell cam straight out of the wall for good measure. Notice how he pulls up his sleeves over his hands before doing so. Obviously, he is worried about leaving fingerprints, so he probably does stuff like this all of the time. My guess is that he wanted to get into the house when he noticed the doorbell cam and got scared. He probably thought that by taking the doorbell cam, he would get rid of any evidence that he was ever there, completely unaware that a live video gets sent straight to the person's phone automatically. This video was posted in November of 2018. So far, he has not been caught, but since the doorbell cams have a serial number, he can't resell it easily without getting busted. Number 10. An Outer Banks vacation home in North Carolina goes up in flames. There's something terrifying about the quiet sound and the way the ashes slowly creep up to the neighbor's front door. Keep in mind that every smoldering ember could set this house ablaze too. Somehow it manages to survive along with this harrowing video. Number 9. A YouTuber named Mark Grillo catches a complete and total stranger poking around his front porch for no apparent reason. She doesn't even try to knock or anything. Take a look at what she's carrying here and tell me what you think is inside. It almost looks like it could be a cardboard container from a restaurant or something, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, you can't stand. Yeah, I can't stand.
You can't see in, the woman says twice while trying to peer through a window. Two other people stand at the bottom of the steps waiting for her, and they all walk off together. Exactly what this woman is trying to see is unknown, but it's definitely creepy how she struts around like she owns the place. The group seems to be wearing nice clothes, and I doubt she is trying to break in, especially since her hands are full, which only makes this video all the more bizarre. Overall, I have no idea what these strangers could possibly want, or why they thought this was a socially acceptable thing to do. Number 8.
6 minutes 47 seconds in. I need to tell my mum. She doesn't even bother to watch her doorbell camera thing, and she just immediately deletes them. I need to say to her, she needs to watch them. Mum. I didn't know you actually watched them the whole way through and everything, so... What sick, twisted, nasty people out there. Disgusting, I tell you, absolutely disgusting. According to my mum, she does watch the doorbell thing the whole way through, so... I've got ADT and everything, so... Let's continue.
8. Sometimes the doorbell cam will record something that its owners probably don't even want to know about. Like
Seen
this
this one
huge
before.
snake, for example. Allison Keller was surprised to find a giant reptile slithering around her front entrance at 2 a.m. in Spring, Texas. Even after it completely falls off the door, the snake resumes course and keeps looking for a way in. Animal wildlife experts believe this to be a Texas rat snake, which are known to be aggressive and will go after anyone in their path. So it's definitely a good thing that nobody opened the door. Number 7. A family in Poway, California are just barely getting settled into their new home when this feline predator comes creeping up to their door. This situation is bad enough to begin with, but it gets even more terrifying when you realize that it's attracted by the sounds of a household pet. The mountain lion gives up in less than 30 seconds, but not before trying to get a better look through the window. It's gone for now, but I have little doubt that it has marked this area in its mind and will be back looking for a meal. Number 6. A small bluish figure briefly hovers outside of a home before disappearing out of sight. It's hard to say what this is, or even how close the object even was. On one hand, it looks like it could just be a strand of hair, but the way it hangs around for so long is quite strange. This object was also somehow able to activate the doorbell cam, so it must have had some mass to do it. The person who uploaded this video claims that it's a ghost, but let me know what you think this mysterious object is. Even with video evidence, I still can't fully tell. Number 5. It's 2 at night when this doorbell cam captures something that really shouldn't be possible. Pay attention to the area by the white railing to see it. Some kind of smoky blur appears out of nowhere and paces back and forth twice before disappearing. The uploader insists that this is a ghost, and I agree that it is a strong possibility. Look again, and it almost looks like a large head accompanied by 2 hanging arms, or at least that's what I see. Let me know if you can see it as well. Number 4. It's just another ordinary night until a number of strange events happen just outside of someone's front door. A bizarre whooshing noise is followed by blinking lights and the sound of something clicking off camera. I thought it was a turn signal, but the description of this video says that this was actually the sound of lights clicking on and off. Nothing happens for a while, and then the unidentifiable sound briefly returns. Some people have pointed out that this could have been a heavily compressed video of cars passing by. I agree that this is a possibility, but that still doesn't explain the lights turning on and off or the clicking noise. I'd like to hear your best guess as to what this residential disturbance could be. Paranormal, unknown flying device, or just some late night street traffic. Number 3. A man in Detroit walks up to a house well armed and without a care. The look on his face is a cross between amusement and rage. It's the unmistakable expression of a true psychopath. He taps against the door with a loud clang, but the man inside does not answer. The two have never met before, and this house appears to have been chosen at random. The stranger steps out into the front yard and starts acting even more bizarre. He then gets in his car and drives off for a bit, only to return and damage the house. His motives and identity have not been confirmed, so if you happen to live in Detroit, hopefully this doesn't happen to you. Number 2. It's midnight when Sylvia Slarb gets an iPhone notification that someone is at her door. She looks out the window and doesn't see anything, so she goes back to sleep. The next morning, she remembers the incident and quickly checks her phone. This weird shining orb is what her doorbell cam automatically recorded on that night. I have no logical explanation for this aside from a possible insect, but as far as I know, a bug this small and this far away should not be able to trip the sensor. Therefore, I cannot exclude the paranormal as well. Before we get to number...
Then again, it could have been a really, really fat wasp or fly or something. I mean, that's just what I'm thinking, because earlier on, I saw a massive fly, like, not even joking, bigger than my thumb. And I tell you now, I've got really big hands, like, it was massive. And that was at my granddad's house, literally earlier when we were there.
Number 1, my name is Chills, and if you're... have you definitely sent you...
No, I'm alright.
And Saturday. Number 1. It's about 3 a.m. when Michael Hernandez gets a phone alert at his front door. He is deep asleep and doesn't wake up until...
Yeah, we've seen this one already. He rushes out and tries to put out the fire, but then goes back in, I believe, and then calls the firefighter department, or whatever you call them.
About the 3rd or 4th one, when he finally opens his eyes, these raging porch flames are what he finds. Michael is filled with adrenaline as he grabs an extinguisher and desperately tries to save his home. The tiny device is no match for the inferno, however, and the authorities are screaming at Michael to give it up all the while. He eventually runs away just as the flames are licking his front door. If he had just waited seconds longer, I am sure he would have lost much more than his place of stay. Michael Hernandez set up a GoFundMe page for the incident. He plans on donating a large portion of whatever he gets towards helping his neighbors as well. So I really hope we can rally together as a community and help him get to his goal.
He should have gave up. I mean, he should have gave up. But the majority of this is people trying to break into other people's houses, clearly. And that really pees me off, like, a lot. I don't care what time it is, I'm going to say it loud. It pees me off really bad. Trust me, you've heard me. I can scream a lot louder than what the microphone can actually pick up. Like, I shout really loud. And stuff like this just really pees me off. Like, people, like, understandable. This weird bloke here going delusional and everything, but then again, the bloke could have been on, I don't know, cocaine or some form of drug, a legal drug. So that's another reason why that pees me off, but yeah. Really pees me off, some people do. Really, really does. When does he upload again? Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and Saturday, weren't it? I've already forgotten. Let me check.
This is not juggling. This is called misdirection.
Doorbell.
Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and Saturday, but he uploaded this 6 hours ago though. And today's a Sunday, isn't it? Yeah, today's a Sunday. WTF? I guess he uploads Sundays as well sometimes. But yeah, I really hate people like that. I hope they all get caught. I really do. I've just been bloody bitten. Look, flipping. Can't see because of the autofocus, but yeah, there's like a little red dot on my finger, my hand. You know what? I'm gonna end it here. I don't know how loud I am. I hope I weren't too loud. I hope I weren't too quiet. Let me know if I am, because I actually don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. Flipping fan rattling. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Give it a thumbs up if you did. like, comment and subscribe. Make sure to hit the bell icon so you guys get notified on when I upload or live stream. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Bye.